Everyone, Andrew Edwards here from the show floor of CES 2019 with National Car Rental. Each day, today and tomorrow, I'll be here 11 a.m. bringing you all the latest news from the show floor. As you can see, it's day one. A lot of energy here, a lot of excitement here, a lot of great new innovative products here as well. Again, I'm here with National Car Rental, bringing you all the latest news from the show floor here at CES 2019. So what I want to do right now is kick it off by bringing on one of my favorite tech companies. Got some new products we want to talk about. Mitch from TCL. Come on in, Mitch.
Thank
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Let's talk about TCL for a minute. TCL is known for providing amazing TVs at amazing prices, which is kind of an oxymoron in the tech world.
Right.
Usually the better something is, the more expensive it costs.
That's true.
Tell me about TCL's philosophy when it comes to that.
TCL, I mean, as you know, we're America's fastest growing TV brand. We've been in this country just a few short years and already we're escalated up to one of the top tier brands in this business. So we're really excited now to take that experience in TVs where we have quality products for great prices, and we're going to apply that to the audio business now. We think there's a big market here for audio that some price points need to be addressed, and we're going to provide those for the consumers, both in home and on the go. So.
Now before we jump into audio, let's talk about the new TV announcement you had yesterday. Tell me about what's new for 2019.
So, we want you to come by our booth. We've actually launched a couple new things that we're showing. We're showing a larger screen, as you can appreciate, size, big TVs, big family rooms here in America, and we've got a nice 75-inch that we're just launching.
The 6 series, which is the flagship.
Which is the flagship, our nicest product. And we're actually launching some 8K products as well. So you need to come by, check it out. The picture quality is amazing. We've got a bunch of other stuff in there, appliances that we're showing. So yeah, come by and check out our booth.
All right, now if you're just tuning in, we're here live on the show floor, CES 2019, talking about the best products. I'm here with Mitch from TCL. All right, now you've got a product that I want to talk about, brand new. TCL's introducing headphones.
Yeah, like we said, we're bringing in headphones. We're bringing in actually multiple sets of headphones, 4 different series. We're bringing in the little $9 items that we're replacing every other week because we leave them somewhere, or our kids leave them somewhere. We're bringing in a more of a metro line, so a little bit more sophisticated. We're bringing in an active series, so everybody needs to work out, everybody needs to, for a new year, and everybody needs to wear some active headphones, and we've great products for great pricing. And we're also bringing in an Elite series, which is a series that I think we need to talk about because it's most applicable for the business traveler on the move.
So tell me about, for a second, tell me about the ideology behind the different series. You're providing a choice to consumers, not just one headphone. You're actually jumping in with a whole line.
We are. We're jumping into about 18 with multiple colors, right? So we want to address that 18 to 25-year-old, that 12-year-old that's always losing them. We all have one. And we want to take that up to a more sophisticated, that 30-year-old who wants a nice clean design, nice ergonomic fit. Then we're going to take it to, an elite traveler, which is somebody that actually has had 10, 15 pairs of headphones and they want something a little bit nicer and affordable with a great quality. So we're kind of jumping the gamut and hitting every segment that we can in the market.
Okay, and so you've got a pair around your head,
I've got a pair
around your neck, and in your hand. So these are both from the top.
These are from the Elite series, Elite
series.
The top line.
So this is what the business traveler is going to want.
This is what the business traveler is going to want.
Okay, tell me about this.
They're going to want a couple different things. So the one around my neck, they're going to want, which is going to actually be something that's it's nice. You can wear it with your suit coat. You can wear it with whatever, and you can actually just your phone rings, your Bluetooth in. You'll just pop it in your ear, and you're ready to go. You don't have to dig through your phone or dig through everything to get data. And if you want to listen to the music, it's a noise canceling feature. You actually put it in your ear. Great ergonomic design. So you pop it in your ear and you're ready to go. You don't have to search, dig out. You don't have to, sometimes people don't like hauling headphones if they're just going on an hour flight, right? So they want to grab something that's small and convenient, and these are perfect for that.
Okay, I'm asking you a lot of questions. If you guys at home have questions, whether at home or traveling yourselves, drop them in the National Car Rental Facebook feed or on Twitter. Let us know what questions you have and I will ask them for you guys. Again, we're here live from the show floor, CES 2019 with National Car Rental, bringing you a look at new hot tech. All right, next up though, so you've got the earbuds here.
So you got the earbuds here.
Look at these though.
Some of the beauties about the earbuds too, before I show you the big ones.
I'm very excited.
Right. Some of the nicer things on this is charge time, quick charge time. So we can plug these things in for 15 minutes and get 2 hours of playback time on it.
Okay, so you get on a plane.
So you get on a plane.
And you realize, wait a minute, my headphones are dead.
Correct.
You plug them into like your battery bank.
Correct.
15 minutes later,
You got
You've
2
got
hours. You got enough for the flight.
Okay.
Which
Very
is ideal.
fast charging there.
And also on this particular item too, it comes with a plug, right? So if you do kill it and you didn't bring your battery, plug in your cord, and now you're not going without music on the flight.
Oh, look at
so
you. Okay.
The cord will be in there, so don't panic. Some of our competitive brands actually do not have that port, which is very important to have, because not everybody, let's face it, none of us really are very good about pre-charging everything before we leave.
Of
now
course.
that we're charging so much stuff. So it's a great feature to have.
Yeah, so that port gives you a little more control, whether dead battery and you don't have anywhere to charge, you can still use the earbuds that you paid for.
The beauty is it's a 10-hour battery, so you can actually charge it once, and you can forget to charge it for the next couple of days, and you'll still have power.
All right.
So one of the great features.
Okay, so next up, these right here, like this is what I've been excited about. I've been trying to hold back my excitement, but now it's time. So in your hands, you've got these look like they're going to compete with all the other major headphones you see. When you sit on a plane, there's headphones you see every time you get on a plane, right? Every time. Now you see them, whether it's from Bose or from Beats.
Yeah.
They're expensive. They're like $350.
Yep.
I want to know right now, before you even tell me one of these features, how much does this cost?
This noise canceling is going to be $99.
$99.
$99 retail.
Okay.
Memory foam cushion, just like the more expensive ones, ergonomic design, collapsible, foldable, and again, same kind of thing. You charge this thing. This thing has a 30-hour battery life.
Wow.
When it's launching, okay? And the beauty is, again, quick charge on this same thing, except this one will give you a little longer. You charge this, you plug this in for a quick 15 minutes, now you got a 4-hour.
4 hours, so you can almost fly cross country for 15 minutes. Okay, hold on, we have a question.
Charge.
We have an audience question. Let me get I feel my phone buzzing here. All right. What are people asking? I don't know. Question is not here yet. So to recap for a moment, TCL here, CES 2019. We're here with National Car Rental. You're talking about not just the entire headphone line that you guys launched and announced yesterday.
Correct.
But we're digging in to the top of the line models that you have here. We talked about the earbuds. We're going to start digging into the over-ears right now. So
the Traveler on the go.
You gave me the high level. Now let's jump in.
Just so everybody's comfortable with what we're doing and building this product. We've actually been in the business, a lot of your viewers might not know this, we've been in the business for 18 years with audio-specific products.
What?
We have a lab in Belgium, and we've been creating products for audio.
TCL has been making audio products for 18 years?
Correct. We've been making products for 18 years.
Okay.
The market in general now we feel is the right time to bring our technology, our designs, everything into the U.S. market because we see a big opportunity there. And with the success of our CE brand in TV, we know that we can fill a niche here in the States, and we think it's a great product. And we're going to provide, again, that great quality and for a really good price.
Okay. Cindy on Facebook asks how much. Now you mentioned these are $99, right? The ones that you have in your hands. How much are the earbuds?
So these are going to be, we're going to have a $79, but we're going to have versions of this, not really business traveler, fun colors, exciting for kids, teens, 30-year-olds. We're going to have all kinds of colors, and they're going to start, this specific design is going to start, we're going to have them from $29 up.
Okay.
We'll have earbuds from $9. We'll have, over-the-air headphones for $9, $19.99. So
it's all about choice.
We're going to have a ton of different products that'll fit really any consumer here in the U.S.
Do you mind if I touch these?
Please.
I'd like to touch. Okay. So we've got comfortable ear cups here. Ergonomic, right?
Memory foam.
Memory foam, even nicer.
Yep.
You've got obviously, like, as anybody, you can
adjust
fit it. Adjustable, and yes, I could tell. Like, it'll even stretch. It's not breaking.
No,
it's
not going to break.
This is a premium pair of headphones. Now, do you have? Oh, there it is. So you didn't mention this. There's also there's the port there as well.
Indeed.
So if these die, so and you don't have your battery bank,
if you go on a 31-hour trip, and you will need sound that
last hour,
that last hour, plug it right in.
Okay.
And the important feature about that as well is truly there are some headphone companies out there that do not have that port.
Yeah, of course.
And if you burn through, forget to charge, you're sitting on the plane, bam, it's over. There's not a replaceable battery in there. You are done with music. So now you're flagging down that Delta person saying, give me those $2 replaceable things that are going to destroy your ears. You'll actually never run out of it with this.
All right. We have a question from Ted on Facebook.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned there's a bunch of different varieties.
Yes.
Ted wants to be specific. How many different pairs of headphones did TCL announce yesterday?
We announced 18. So 18 headphones with multiple colors in each.
Okay.
Right? So some of them, I think all in all, we're going to have about 60 headphones in total.
Okay.
With all the colors. When
So
you
there's
add them all
something
up.
for everybody,
Something
no matter
for
who
everyone.
you are.
Correct. Something
12-year-olds
for
who
everyone.
lose them, and the business traveler
who wants the best.
The best sound.
Yep.
All right. There
And
we
the
have
noise canceling features. I mean, for any business traveler knows when you're traveling on a plane, you need noise canceling. So
yes,
it's a great
Mitch,
feature.
thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate
for
it.
bringing the headphones here.
Yep.
That was TCL's headphone line here at CES 2019. Thanks again, Mitch. I appreciate it. We are here live from the show floor at CES 2019. That was Mitch from TCL talking about the 18 new headphones that they announced yesterday, as well as their new 75-inch TV for the 6 Series and their new soundbars as well. If you have any questions about anything we're talking about here, drop them in the comments, tweet them at us, comment on Facebook, and we will answer them. Next up, let's bring in the next guest. Gavin, come on in here from Ford. How are you doing?
Hey Andrew, doing very well, very excited.
Awesome. Tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm the CEO of a company called Autonomic. We build a cloud platform called the Transportation Mobility Cloud, or TMC.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is that? Now, obviously, there's some big words, clouds in there. Everyone's talking about cloud. What are you doing specifically to improve the world, and what are you showing off here at CES?
So we build software that automates common problems within transportation.
Okay.
Be it for large automakers like Ford Motor Company, or smaller companies such as rental companies, or even scooter companies such as Spin, who's joining us over there.
Okay, so companies that join you or use your technology, how is it changing their business or the world? Because things like cars, they've been around for a long time.
A very long time.
What are you looking to do to change the automotive or the transportation industry specifically?
It's a great question. The future of transportation, I think, is going to be digital.
Okay.
We can see that from the likes of Uber, Lyft, scooter technology, and so on. And what has been missing for automakers, for cities, and for developers is a single platform that abstracts all the complexity of the transportation ecosystem and puts it into a single, simple place where they can build modern applications in the cloud.
Okay. And so let's say we have a futuristic world. We're looking in the future and we see the city of the future.
Right.
What practical changes has your tech made in the city of the future versus what we see today? Traffic,
I think in the
the
city of the future, first of all, we have autonomous vehicle technology.
Okay.
And so the Transportation Mobility Cloud, or TMC, is able to route autonomous vehicles. We demonstrated that actually with Ford Motor Company back in November in Miami for the Miami experience.
Okay.
It's also able to leverage those vehicles with Postmates, with Walmart as early customers to deliver goods as well. Autonomously.
Okay.
That's just one aspect of the technology. Another one is scooters. The Spin platform is integrated with TMC as well, which we've announced today, and I would encourage anyone at CES to go and visit and learn a little bit more.
Let me interrupt you for a second. Tell me about scooters, because 2 years ago, scooters were like toys that 10-year-olds rode around on for fun.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, people are scootering to work in their business
amazing,
suits
right?
and their life. Where did this come from?
This shows like the incredible innovation that's taking place in transportation at the moment.
Right.
What's happened is that people have realized that there's not like a silver bullet or a single solution to the world's transportation needs.
Right.
What they're doing instead is choosing different options based on their need.
Okay.
If they live very close to their office, they might take a scooter. If they're taking mass transit, they might take a scooter for the last part of the ride. Mm-hmm. If, on the other hand, they're immobile, they might use a large commuter solution, such as we've got here at the Ford booth, for the like emergency or non-emergency medical transport. So we're seeing people use different forms of transportation based on their actual need, not having to resort to a traditional option that is the only option that's being provided to them. That's where TMC really comes to the fore. Okay. Because we're able to unify those technologies in a single place.
All right, now any questions you guys have? Obviously I'm doing a lot of question asking. If you have any questions while you're watching, tweet them at us or drop them in the comments over on Facebook. Now let's talk about business travel in particular for a moment. Business travel can be frustrating sometimes. Just getting from place to place. Anyone who does business travel knows it's an important part of the U.S. economy, right? You need to get from place to place, but traffic and especially airports, there's so much congestion. how do you see this tech changing that?
Well, the very cool aspect of what we've been able to do with TMC is because we're onboarding a lot of vehicles and other diverse aspects of the transportation ecosystem, we can consolidate all of that information into one place. Working with partners such as RideOS, who's here at the booth as well today, we can use all of that information in aggregate to better optimize how traffic and transportation actually works at the level of a city. And partnering with cities, we can integrate them into the TMC and share that information in a very safe, secure way that protects individual people's privacy so that more optimal solutions can be built.
Okay, so you get the control over your privacy and things like that.
Right.
What about, again, looking to the future, a lot of people today kind of worry about safety from the perspective of, if things are going autonomous, I'm losing control. What do you say to that as a response? Like, what does autonomy bring that actually creates a more safe, road infrastructure?
Well, as many of your viewers may know, there are actually a very large number of collisions on the road today.
Right.
I think that the regulatory authorities have estimated something like 40,000 just in North America alone this year. I think that at this point in time, we have a really unique opportunity to dramatically reduce the impact on human life through autonomous vehicle technology, by really learning from all humans, understanding what, through TMC, what a great human driver on their very best day looks like, and then replicating that within the artificial intelligence system. I really think that we can make a breakthrough and have a huge societal impact with that.
Okay, and just to be clear, can you tell us what the best human driver on their best day looks like compared to what you see in the future?
Yeah, with cars have IMUs and so on today, and so we can study very closely what human driver behavior actually looks like, and then inform research and development groups, machine learning groups and so on about what great looks like and what poor looks like as well.
Okay, and so the greatest driver, I assume, is not as great as a driver that's just focused completely autonomously on the road without any sort of mental distraction,
because humans are very easily distracted.
Cool. Gavin, thank you so much for
you.
giving us a look at TMC. We appreciate that. Up next, here from the show floor at CES 2019 with National Car Rental, we're taking a look at the best tech here from the show floor. Hey, how you doing?
Andrew.
Tell people who you are.
Hi, I'm Rich Strader. I'm with Ford. I'm Vice President of Mobility Platforms and Products. So
all right,
software
Rich.
engineering underneath all of this stuff.
Rich, we are here with National Car Rental from the show floor, CES 2019. We've been talking about the best tech we've seen on the show floor. Now, you in particular represent a car company, which obviously National Car Rental, one of the partners from Ford. Let's talk about what you guys are showing off here at CES 2019. What is the most exciting thing you've got here in your booth that you want to talk about?
Single most exciting thing is, I think you just spoke with Gavin about the Transportation Mobility Cloud. We've got new sets of partners that are starting to build out, development partners that are building out applications that can be used with our vehicles or any other transportation system that uses that platform. And we really feel like that's the start of this adoption as a standard and an ability to get, the problem when you don't have a standard platform out there is you don't get the scale of all the development community building things out. So a car company alone, or even enterprise, we can't do it ourselves. We need developers to jump on the platform and build it for us. So we're very excited to see that happening, people adopting the platform.
Okay, now if you have any questions for us as you're watching the stream, please do tweet them to us or drop them in the comments over on the Facebook stream. Let's talk about CV2X. What does that stand for before we jump in?
Connected vehicle to anything.
Connected vehicle to anything.
Right.
Now, that sounds ambitious. Give us the rundown of what that means.
Okay, well imagine one vehicle being able to talk to another vehicle.
Right.
A vehicle being able to talk to infrastructure in a city, traffic lights, traffic flow, traffic control systems, or even other detection options that we put in the like on buildings or whatever.
Sure.
So the vehicle itself can make a direct communication with those devices and learn about its environment. And so what that could do for you as a driver is, as an example, if a vehicle like a motorcycle was equipped, I think we'll demo this here, if a motorcycle was equipped with a CV2X device, and your vehicle was, and it was in your blind spot, your vehicle would be able to tell you that and avoid creating a collision with that motorcycle, right? If you were headed into a stoplight and you weren't stopping in time, your vehicle could recognize that, it could know that it was red, and it could stop on behalf of you.
So in a way, like, obviously we're used to having the full control of our vehicles as we're driving, but in a way this gives you more control over your safety by allowing the car to do some of the work for you.
Right, and in general, it'll be up to the operator of the vehicle to decide. For instance, I could tell it to alert me if I was approaching something, or I can say, I want you to stop and avoid hitting it, right? So you'll be able to deploy it the way you want to.
Okay, let's touch on, we talked about business travel a moment ago. Business travel, congestion, moving around cities, where do you see this technology, in the future changing, the dynamics of traffic and congestion?
Well, I think, if you think about having, first off, a platform that connects everything together, and then this instrumentation, this connected vehicle to whatever, you now have the ability for the first time to be able to orchestrate movement in a city, right? So you can coordinate the transit systems with the individual vehicles being operated, and you can provision for peak times of the day and route people to different areas. You can provision for special events like CES as an example, and you can actually try to harmonize that use. Also, one of the things that we think is pretty likely is we'll be able to minimize the need for downtown parking, because we can actually get people into and out of the area quickly. We can get goods delivered to their vehicles so they don't have to actually get out and go shopping for it. Nice. Things of that nature, right? So all of those things help make that experience for everybody, business travelers and everyone else.
That's fantastic. Hey, if you're just tuning in, we are here live from the show floor at CES 2019, taking a look at some of the best tech, some of the new announcements here from the show floor with National Car Rental. We are talking with Ford right now about the connected future. So ideally, as you mentioned to me earlier when we were talking, this isn't just a Ford technology. Ford's built this, but it's not something that you're trying to hold only for yourselves, right? Explain that to me.
Well, it's an open platform, and the intent of that is to offer it to other OEMs, any city or city service or transportation service that would want to integrate into it, any third parties that want to add services onto it. You'll see examples of that here on the show floor today. Any developers that want to build on top of it. And the rationale for being open is we would like to create a standard essentially for this to happen. We don't see this as a differentiation for Ford, right? Everybody's got to connect to their vehicle, right? It's just the state of the art today. So we do see this as an enablement to the next level of apps and capabilities that people who drive vehicles or people who just want to get around a city can take advantage of. And we can't do it if we don't have a standard. So that's our intent. Make it open and extensible.
Got you. Now, for those people who are hearing this, you're thinking, that's what I want. That's the future that I want to see. That's the future I want to be a part of. How long do you think from now that we'll start seeing some of this tech, around town, basically, in the average American city?
Right. So we're piloting now in just a few cities, and as we discussed earlier, that's a limited scope. So we would expect within a couple of years we'll see a much more production scale and production scope, application of the platform and these apps that sit on top of the platform. So fairly shortly you'll see this come into production, and it'll be in a city near you. Okay,
and then obviously for today, for 2019, with Ford, you guys do offer a choice of vehicles that does have some of this tech built in already, doesn't it?
Yes, correct.
So which vehicles are those?
Well, in 2019, every vehicle we make in the U.S. will be connected. So at 100%.
All your vehicles?
All vehicles. To the TMC and to the, essentially all of these services we talked about. We have certain vehicles, for example, like the police responder that you've seen, we have an extra set of services, apps that we've created specifically for that fleet of customers, for emergency responders. And so depends really on whether it's an end consumer retail customer. So they'll get connectivity packages, they'll be able to control their vehicle, locate it, do all sorts of things, to understand their driving habits, those types of things. Our fleet customers will have different options. I mean, you saw the non-emergency medical transport system we built over here. So you'll see it in a lot of different forms show up, but it's in many of our vehicles today, and we intend to expand that to all of our vehicles in the future.
Perfect. Thank you so much for giving us a look at CV2X. We appreciate it. This is CES 2019, live from the show floor. We're here today. By the way, we're back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. as well for another action-packed hour, taking a look at some of the best tech from the show floor here. If you have any questions as we're going through the broadcast, tweet them to us or drop them in the comments over on Facebook, and we will address them and answer them ASAP. Up next, who do we have coming in? Speed, choice, and control. National Car Rental is the sponsor of this show. Now, next product we're going to take a look at is the Orbi glasses. Come on in. There you are. Come on. I'm looking all over. Where is he? In the shadows. In the shadows. All right. Tell people who you are.
My name is Iskander. We're Team Orbi, and this is Orbi Prime, the world's first 360 video recording eyewear, meant to capture your life's best moments, no matter where you go. Whether you can surf in them, you can snowboard and ski in them, hands-free.
So can I take a look at these?
Absolutely.
All right, so you said these are going to capture all the. So you just put these on.
You just put these on. You just wear them. No need for mounts and rigs.
I see cameras. I see built-in embedded cameras here.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
How do these work?
You just put them on.
I'm going to put them on right now. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Put these on. Okay, let's see. So I have them on, and I'm skiing. Now I'm scared to ski, but let's just pretend that I was skiing right now. I want to capture my day.
You can just turn them on with just a press of a button.
Okay, press of a button, turn them on.
On the right side.
On the right hand. Okay.
At the very back.
I got it. Okay. So you turn it on.
Yeah, you just turn it on. It starts recording from the first person perspective, creates a 360 video to offer the most immersive experience whatsoever there is.
Now, a lot of times when you're doing extreme sports like that, you're bouncing around, you're jumping, you're jittering. Does this compensate for that?
Yes, we have a built-in 9-axis inertial measurement unit. It provides the data for our software to compensate for all of the rotations, vibrations, any sort of movement to offer the smoothest possible experience.
Okay, and tell me about the tech that's in here. Like what's powering these glasses? I've seen 2 cameras on the front, I've seen 2 cameras on the back. What's the resolution? Tell me about that stuff.
Yeah, so it records in 4K.
Okay.
And the video chip that we're using at the moment is a Japanese Socio Next. They're the best in the industry.
Okay.
And it records for 90 minutes in terms of active continuous recording, which is more than any sort of action camera that you can mount. Mm-hmm. In this case, you just wear them. If you use it occasionally, you can use it for the entire day.
And then, is it also recording sound, or is it just recording the video?
It's recording sound in stereo mode. It offers you the fully, truly immersive experience.
Okay. Now, we just got a question in from Facebook. If you're watching and you have a question, by the way, drop them on Facebook or tweet them to us. Candace asked, what is the storage capacity, and can you expand the storage?
Absolutely. We have a removable SD card.
Okay.
So the storage is your choice.
So you can put in 16 gigabytes. You can put. Is there a highest capacity?
Oh yeah, there is 128 gigabytes.
So
it lasts you 4 hours.
Okay. So as much as you can buy, you can put it in there.
Yeah.
So you have control over how much storage you can use, because you can buy, whether it's a small SD card or even like the 400 gig ones that are out there today. Throw that in there. You just have hours upon hours of recording time, right?
And the coolest part about it is you can download it either on your phone or a laptop, and our neural nets automatically edit the videos for you for the best.
What?
Yeah. For the best possible experience. So you can just share it. You don't have to deal with any of the hustle of editing videos.
No editing. You don't have to open up an editor. You put them on, you record your day, you go home, you just import it, and you guys take care of, on the fly, automatically editing into action-packed video.
Yes, so in a way, it's like we offer you the filters like in Instagram, but for videos. In this case, video scenarios.
All right, so this is like, obviously it's cool for vacations.
Yeah.
It's cool if you're doing something fun, if you're on business travel, etc. You want to take care of shooting things without missing something, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you take your phone out and you've already missed what you wanted to capture.
You're not in the moment.
Right, you're not in the moment at all. So Cindy asks, can this broadcast live? Can this live stream, or is it only recording?
So for now, it's only recording.
All right.
The live streaming can be implemented pretty easily. It's just a matter of the bandwidth.
Okay.
It's you can easily implement the 5G GSM module to be able to live stream it.
Okay. Cool. Is there a announced price on this?
For now, it's retailing for $600.
Okay. $600. Put in as much storage as you want. Record in 4K, 360 degrees.
360 degrees. First person.
First person, 360 degree 4K recording, and when you're done, it will edit your video for you, so it's just ready to share to your social network of choice. Okay.
Pretty
I mean,
good.
that's pretty. That is pretty substantial and thorough. That's awesome. Let me give these back to you. Thank you so much for sharing Orbi with us. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, Andru Edwards here, CES 2019 from the show floor. Any questions you have as we are talking, drop them on Facebook, tweet them to us. We're here with National Car Rental, bringing you the best that we can find from the show floor. Up next, it's time to bring in one of my friends, Influencer Time, Influencer Talk. Tommy, come on in here. This is my friend Tommy. You may know him better as Gadgets Boy. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you, man.
Talking about business travel, how far did you travel to get here to Las Vegas?
Miles, thousands of miles. So traveled in from London, and that took about 13 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long one. But
you know how long my flight was?
How long was your
flight? From Seattle to here was about an hour and 15 minutes.
Just rub it in. It's fine.
Yes,
it's absolutely fine.
So, how many times have you been to CES?
This is my third time.
Third time?
Yes.
All right, so you know the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
What have you seen this year that kind of stuck out to you as exciting?
Exciting for me, first of all, was the BMW self-driving motorbike. And it's so weird when you see out there, it's basically just a bike on its own. It's like a ghost rider kind of situation, just riding itself around.
Wow.
But what's most important about it is not to get carried away by the fact that there's a self-driving motorbike. It's the fact that BMW are working on better safety for motorcyclists because the rate of accidents on those things are very high compared to cars.
Have you driven a motorcycle before?
No.
Okay, me either.
I've driven a moped, but that's a different experience.
I mean, I haven't been on a motorcycle because of that very reason, because of the danger. So it's nice to see that here they're using tech to kind of make these things safer for people. Now, would you ride the self-driving BMW motorcycle?
Of course I would.
You would?
Yes, I would. Because I'm a tech guy, so I'm an early adopter as well. So I love to try things first, be one of the first people to try it. But I think when it comes to safety, what the bike does for you, the technology, is sort of manages your balance as well. So when you're riding, you don't want to be that guy who's, if you slight distraction, you might lose balance on the bike, but this thing will self-balance you again. So it's really good.
That's crazy.
But I would definitely ride one.
If you guys have any questions for us, for me, for Tommy, for Gadgets Boy, drop them in the comments on Facebook or tweet them to us as well. Andru Edwards here from the show floor, CES 2019 with National Car Rental. We just talked about the BMW self-driving motorbike. Did you see the Harley Davidson yesterday?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. That's creating a big buzz around here, so I need to go check that out.
They announced the first EV motorbike with LTE and GPS all built in. So you have a little display right in front of you on your motorbike, like you would in a lot of cars these days.
Okay, okay. And what's the purpose of the 5G LTE stuff?
The purpose is that while you're driving, or while you're out, hey, I want Starbucks, or I need to get, I don't know what you do when you're driving, because I have not ever used a motorcycle. But you want Starbucks, or you need to go somewhere, you can just say, hey, take me to this place. It'll use LTE to find the location. It's got GPS built in as well to do that.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's I was always wondering, when are we going to see the tech that we're seeing in cars the past few years come over to motorcycles? Because that's really the place where safety is an issue. So we're seeing it now. Yeah,
I think a lot of it, because they're two totally different things. Although we see both of them on road, what you need to think about is one's on 2 wheels and one's on 4 wheels. So it's a lot easier to put technology in cars than it is onto motorbikes. But for motorbikes, it's all about health and safety, helping drivers to stay not so distracted on road, because you can't put too much in their peripherals. Also, they can't see the blind spots a lot of the time, so they're working on technology that allows them to do these things without getting killed on road. But also car manufacturers are working on technology that also allows them to look after these other road users. So it's not just on that side, it's on the car side as well. So for example, Audi have things where before you open your car door, you can automatically lock the car door if there's something coming through. So
like when a biker or something.
Yeah. So when you try opening the car door, it doesn't open. It just stops because it sees what's coming. So little things like that works together in synchronicity. So it kind of works together very well.
That's cool. I'm a fan of CES becoming almost half a car show. Seeing all this tech in the car. I mean, people spend so much time in the cars. It's nice to see the tech coming in. Again, we are here from the show floor, CES 2019 with National Car Rental, talking about the best tech we've seen. I'm here with Gadgets Boy. All right, so we talked about the motorbikes. What else have you seen here from the show floor? Or the show floor or elsewhere here in Vegas that was exciting?
I've also seen Samsung TV, a lot of TV, so 8K,
always.
Large TV, I'm talking up to 98-inch television with 8K resolution. But I think what these TV manufacturers are thinking about now is how to better use your space. So rather than having this TV that just stands in your living room, living space, doing nothing, they're thinking of ways to make them more useful. For example, the LG rollable TV, which I think you might have seen.
I saw that one.
That's nice because when you're not watching the TV, when you're not using it, you can just fold it down, and you've got your space to do other things. The TV, Samsung TV, you can customize micro LED TV. You can customize the size as well. So you know, everyone's living space are different. So you might have, I don't have a big living space back in London, so being able to customize the size of the TV that I want while still getting a high quality micro LED technology from Samsung, I think that's great. So that's something else I've seen. A lot of TVs out here.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because the micro LED technology, they were actually talking about these are displays, they don't have to be TVs. So you can build like, you know, a skinny, tall display that you just have like next to your fireplace.
That's right.
So like you just have fire on there to extend your fireplace. Then have another one on, and you can change the size of your TV on the fly.
That's right, that's right.
That's absurd.
Yeah, so you'll be able to customize it in the sense that, imagine you've bought a 32-inch TV just for argument's sake, and then later on you thought, actually, I want something that's now 68-inch. You can just ring up Samsung, order things here and there, attach it, you got a bigger display.
Yeah, so you have the choice to build whatever size TV you want on the fly. As you get more money in life, or as you start going up, more space in life, you just snap on little additional pieces and you've just upgraded the size of your TV set, which is crazy. So let me ask you this. Are you on board the 8K train? 8K is big this year. This is the year of 8K at CES pretty much.
Yeah. So at first I wasn't.
Okay.
But the more I looked into the details, so for example, Samsung use AI to upscale standard resolution. So even if you have 8K and there's no 8K content on Netflix or whatever you consume your content on, you still be able to watch a 1080p content, for example, or a normal 4K content upscale to something that looks like 8K. So you're still getting better resolution than you would normal standard quality that you'd get. So I'm on board now using that technology, and that's only going to get better because that's using artificial intelligence.
Right. So if you don't know, 8K is the next big jump in resolution. So we went from 720p to 1080p, high definition.
Right.
Then we went to 4K, which is kind of where we are now. And it's interesting because we're not even really fully on board with 4K yet. But 4K is 4 times 1080p. And now, here at CES 2018, every TV manufacturer is launching an 8K TV. 8K, which is basically 4 4K TVs smushed into one panel. So super high resolution TVs. You obviously had to have heard about the news that all the TV manufacturers are bundling in Apple services.
That's right, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
How do you feel about that? You surprised?
No, I think Apple are becoming wiser in the sense that it's time to realize that for them to expand their ecosystem, to introduce people into the Apple ecosystem, you'd have to branch out. You'd have to let people experience it, and the only way they're going to experience it is by what they've already got, or if they're going out to buy a new Samsung Smart TV, TCL, whatever it is, they'll be able to get that quality and still get iTunes on there, for example. And I don't think anytime soon Apple are ready to create their own TV or smart TV that's going to be at that level that everyone already enjoys and trusts from this manufacturer. So it makes sense for them to do that.
Do you think it's even important at this point for Apple to build their own TV if they are bundling in their iTunes service as a smart TV app for places like Samsung, or they're building in AirPlay 2 on Sony TVs, on LG TVs? We're seeing HomeKit built in as well. So now you can just talk and have your TV, do what you want it to do. At that point, if all the other manufacturers are building that in, does Apple even need their own TV at this point?
I think what Apple can do from it is they can learn from the data that they can collect from people using it. So depending on how much people are using this HomeKit and all this integration, Apple can then go back to the drawing board and go, actually, millions of people are using it and enjoying it. So what can we do with this? Let's go create our own. And the key would be, how can they create their own, but how can they differentiate themselves from what already exists? Because again, people don't buy TV that often. So once I bought my 65-inch TV at home, I'm not looking to buy another one until the
For
next...
a while, many years.
For a long time. So again, it could play into their side. It means they've got time to develop something.
Okay, cool. Hey, Tommy, listen, I appreciate your insight from here from CES 2018. That was Tommy, also known as Gadgets Boy. Check him out. Let people know where they can find you, by the way.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well, at Gadgets Boy.
Perfect. Up next, here from CES 2019, come on in, we've got Coder Girl. Come on in, come on over here. Let people know who you are.
Hi, everybody. Oh, you want me to tell who I am?
Yeah, tell them who you are. Let people know.
I'm a software engineer. I work full-time as a software engineer in my day job, and then I also have a tech blog. So I talk about all things tech, and I do it on my blog and then my Instagram account as well.
Did you say you're from the UK?
I'm not. I'm from New York City.
Do you live in the UK?
No, I don't.
Why is, my card says you do. So
sometimes I wish I was
fair
from the
enough.
UK.
You know what? I'm just going off what the card says. Listen, we are here from CES 2019 on the show floor with National Car Rental, talking about the best of what we're seeing here on the show floor of all the new announcements from the tech world. I'm here with Laura, aka Coder Girl. Now let's talk about business travel for a moment. Now you may not have flown over from the UK, but you did have a flight to take.
I did.
Where'd you fly in from?
I flew in from New York City. It was a pretty smooth flight, not too bad.
That's good.
Yeah.
And is this how many times have you been to CES?
This is my first time at
first
CES.
CES.
Yeah, it's my first
CES,
day.
The show floor has been open for almost 2 hours.
Yep.
How has it been for you so far?
It's crazy here. There's so much to see. There's so many exciting things to see. So it's overwhelming, but in a good way, and I'm really excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you come across anything of interest that stood out to you so far?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's talk about them.
Yeah, I just saw the Bell Nexus. It's like the kind of flying car, airplane, some hybrid between the two.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's back there.
Okay.
And I got to see, they did a great walkthrough of all the different use cases from, like they show the crazy traffic that we're all dealing with today, and then how transportation through the air will be much more efficient, and how it will be great for sellers to be transporting goods, medical uses, etc. So it's pretty cool.
So obviously, part of CES is looking towards the future, right?
Yeah.
A lot of products that are announced here will be available this year, but a lot of products announced here are for 5, 10 years down the road. For you, looking around, seeing this stuff, what do you see? What are some trends you've noticed that you think are exciting going forward in the future? Futuristic tech.
That's some fun stuff to talk about. I think one of the things that I think is most exciting and scary is artificial intelligence, and how we'll be using that across all industries to be smarter and to offer people more personal experiences. So I'm excited to kind of look at all of the different areas here and see how AI is powering like what we're building, and how much smarter we'll get in the next few years.
Now, you obviously, with a name like Coder Girl, you can speak from a position of authority on things like AI, right? I'm assuming. A lot of people are concerned, like, what is AI? Are machines taking over? What's going on? Let's break it down for a moment.
Yeah.
AI, what is AI, and how is it going to help us?
To answer all that, so like AI, artificial intelligence, I like to think about it as like being able to have machines like train themselves so that they can almost start to think for themselves, and instead of us having to tell the machines what to do, we can almost let them kind of figure it out. And that's incredible, right? Because sometimes if you give them the right data, they can make really great decisions, and maybe without some of our biases, but then it's also, it can be terrifying because you want to make sure that you're building them without your biases put into them. And so that's something that I think we have to be very thoughtful of in the next couple of years, like to make sure that we're building AI with diverse teams who are going to be thoughtful about like all of the different use cases and perspectives. So yeah, does that answer your question?
Absolutely,
cool.
Absolutely. So CES 2019 here from the show floor live. Here from the show floor live with National Car Rental, talking about tech, the best tech that we've seen here from the show floor. I'm here with Coder Girl. Now, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
thank you for having me.
Let people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at codergirl_ and on my blog, Laura Medaglia. Thank you.
All right, perfect. All right, let's bring on our final, okay. All right, so there it is. That is CES 2019. I'm Andrew Edwards. I'm going to be spending the rest of today walking the show floor, finding the best stuff, so I can be back here tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific. I will be here live once again, bringing you another 1 full hour of the best tech from the show floor. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Andrew Edwards here, National Car Rental. Yes, so National Car Rental from the show floor here at CES. We will see you tomorrow.